Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel with Lupita. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope you like what you see. Today we're going to have my monthly budget, expenses, and I will also be sharing with you guys a new form that I received from one of my subscribers, and this forms I have not used. Okay, I had already printed the first one and I just printed the other two. I have not used them. I still don't know how it works, but we're gonna go ahead and look what they have in it and try to see how it works. Now, the purpose of these, by the way, let me just tell you a little bit of how I got these forms. So if you're coming back, welcome. I hope you like these forms because you will be able to access these forms from my channel. So I'm going to be leaving the file links so that you guys can just download and get them, okay? So the subscriber that sent me this, her name is Mary Cruz, and we have been communicating, I don't know, for the past month, maybe two, and she wanted me to sell these on my Etsy, but I cannot do that. Like I told her, this is your work. I cannot make money out of someone else's work. She was trying to help me out, and all she wanted was for her forms to be out there, for others to be able to access them, and if they can be helpful for someone, she will be more than happy. So we came to an agreement that I will use her sheets and I will share them with you guys, and that if her goal is to help others, so we will leave the link so you guys can have access to these. Like I said, I don't know how these are used, so we're gonna go ahead and try them out, and if you guys think you guys can use them, or just you guys can just print them out and see if you guys it works for you guys, because a lot of the times the setup of certain sheets is not the right setup for you. I've seen people purchase my sheet, which is this one, and even though for me it works perfectly because it is how I want it, I designed it for me, and for me it works perfectly, but for others it doesn't. So of course I want to make little changes here and there, and the same thing might happen with this one, okay? But like I said, this is going to be for free for those that are on a low income, or that you're working so hard on not to spend, because I do understand if you're on a debt-free journey, the least that you want to do is spend, right? So we thought that this would be a great idea. So let's go ahead and get started, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and fill out my sheet just to go from here, because I don't want to miss anything once I start filling out the others. So we're gonna go with October. So we're gonna go to October's paycheck, and I'm gonna get paid on October 8th. And I'm estimated to get paid $900, and then we're gonna go to October 22, and here I think I'm gonna get $950, and then I'm gonna put my extra. So this is extra money I get. It could be from my sister, it could be from anywhere. Somehow God helps me, and usually I be telling you guys my kid's father doesn't help me and stuff like that. He out of a sudden, it's a long story, but the point is that he came in, and well, he didn't came in, his partner came in, and she brought $100 sent by him. Well, they just passed and dropped it off. So they brought me 100, and they say they're gonna be doing that from now on. So we'll see. Let me just change this because I need to add my sister's. My sister gives me $110 every month for her phone and internet. She helps to pay the internet, so we're just gonna put $210. Okay, and that's just an estimate of the extra that I think I'm gonna get. Okay, I do not put my side hustle here. Okay, even though I use it, I don't, because I want to budget with my income and what I normally get from my sister's part of the phone. Anyway, so we're gonna do my categories, which this is for sinking funds. So it is Christmas, 20, even though I want to do more. So I'm just, you know what, I need to do 20 and 20. I'm just gonna do 40 this month. Christmas, Denise, 16. I'm just gonna do the same. 20. And then we have card tags. I'm just gonna do 10. 5 and 5 is check. And then I have work permit, 10. I'm gonna do 5 and 5 because I do my sinking funds each check and I get paid twice a month. So now let's go here to my cash envelopes. And I'm just gonna go off from last month. So it is, so nails I usually do 15, that means it will be 30. Laundry I usually do 20, so that means it's gonna be 40. House supplies I'm just gonna do 10 and 10, 20. Eating out I do 40, so that's gonna be 80. Hair I do 10, so that's gonna be 20. Toiletries, it always changes. This time I'm gonna do 10 and 10, or try to do 10 and 10, so that's gonna be 20. Adrian, we never know, so let's say 10. Denise, same. And I'm just gonna do all the kids same, $10. Okay, and for dentists I have to at least have 80, so 40 and 40. And that will be my this is for my variable cash envelopes. And then right here, this is savings challenge, whichever savings challenge you are doing. So in my case I do the 52 week and the 26 week. And so these ones are weekly, so we're gonna start with the week that I get paid, which is October 8th. So even though I get paid on October 8th, that is a Thursday, but I do my weekly challenges on the 9th. So I'm just gonna go by the paycheck date, just because sometimes I get confused. And this is gonna be, I'm just gonna estimate, because on the 52 week my biggest number is 51, which I have a feeling it's gonna come out this week. Anyway, and I'm still gonna budget the $51 just because it is my biggest number that I still have left. And then for the 22nd, I don't know which one is my biggest number. 34. So my second biggest number is 34, so we're just gonna go with 34. And then for my 26 week challenge, oh wait, here I made a mistake. This one is weekly. I'm sorry. So this one is weekly. That means that if I get paid on the 8th and I do it on the 9th, then the next one is gonna be on the 16th. So this one I will leave it for 9th. So 10, 16. That's where I'm gonna put the 34. I shouldn't have removed that one. And then my next week is gonna be the 23rd. And here I'm just gonna estimate 27. And then for the 30th, I'm just gonna estimate 20. So these are my biggest numbers, and that is why I am choosing those numbers. Now let's go ahead with this one. So this one, it is just on the check. So 10.9 and 10.23. But for the 26-week challenge, my biggest number changes. So my biggest numbers are 78 and 72. So we're gonna put here 78 and 72. Just because I want to be ready with whatever comes. If it's a smaller number, then I am good. But if it's a bigger number, I want to be ready with the biggest numbers. I had not thought about it this way, but I think it works really good. And that is it. So now we're going to add up everything. Okay, now that I have my numbers added up, I'm just going to add everything up, which is expenses, cash envelopes, savings, challenges, sinking funds all together. So I can put my number here. So it is 1,260 plus 80 plus 340 plus 132 plus 150. And that gives me a total of 1,962. Okay, I still don't know if I'm gonna carry anything over because I have not closed my September, and that is because I got paid on the 24th, and that check was for rent and the first bills from the first week of October. And like you guys know, October haven't started, so I still cannot see if I'm gonna have anything left. So I still don't know my rollover, so we're gonna leave that blank. What I am gonna do just for myself to have an estimate is see how my budget looks for that month, and if I'm gonna get $2,060 minus my expenses, which this month or for the month of October will be 1,962, that leaves me with $98. That means I am not gonna be short. But if you have been following me, you hopefully noticed that I did not include my snowball. And for my snowball every month, or avalanche, because this time I think I'm gonna do avalanche instead. So here I'm just gonna put debt. Okay, even though my bills are here already, I usually always put 500. So lately it's been like 220 something towards my snowball, or 250 something, I don't remember. But to be safe, I'm just gonna calculate and be in the middle, so 250. So this is how much I have to come up with, because every month I do put extra money to my debt. Okay, I have not failed in a long time. Okay, but I want to do my numbers based on only my expenses and to see how my checks is gonna look and my income and all of that. But of course I will come up with my debt money as well, even though the minimums are already listed in here. As you can see, I have Costco, I have Shopify, Walmart, Best Buy, like they're there. It's just that I like to give extra. That is the whole purpose of the avalanche and the snowball, giving extra. Anyway, this is how my budget looks for the month of October. Now let's try to transfer it here. So if I was using these forms, which you guys can have access to, so I'm gonna start by putting the month of October. And like I have not read them, I didn't even do a cheat one. Like usually I would have like a cheat sheet. This one was my first as well, that's why I did it like whatever, different colors, whatever, because this is gonna be my cheat sheet. Okay, so income. So income, we're just gonna go based on this one. So income is giving me space for 2. Okay, so it is October 8 and 900. And then October 22, 950. And then my expenses. So here I'm gonna put all of my expenses. So I was told that this one is more like weekly. Okay, so if you do your budget weekly, this is the one to go to. It comes with your sinking funds, your cash envelopes, your expenses for the week, the budget that you're gonna have for the week. If you have debt to pay on that week, if you save money on that week, and then you carry on all the amounts. So you started with this amount, then the bills come in, you put your bill total and how much is remaining. Okay, and then you do your cash envelopes, you put your total, how much is remaining, carry over your remainder, you do your sinking funds, how much it is and how much is remaining, you carry over, you pay your debt, how much is the total for your debt and how much is remaining, you carry your remainder to savings, and that is where you decide how much you're going to save. And if you still have remaining, you will put your remaining here. I love this form. I love it. It will work for me perfect because it's perfect. Like, you carry your balance, you take it with you as you go. This is perfect. The only thing for me is that I have a lot of expenses. So what I would do is I'll do my expenses here. So this one, if I was to be doing my weekly, or in this case, I can do my monthly with this. I just will cross this one out and use this one instead. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But this is for the whole month. Yeah, so this is more like if you're doing it like weekly. But this is great, guys. If you guys get paid more often, this is very good. Or if you guys get money every week. I love this form. I do. But let me go ahead and fill out this one. Okay. So here I'm just going to put my rent. I always put my rent first. So it is 900. Oops. So I like how she put budget, actual, plus 4 or notes, however you want to use that column for. But I like how it is for everything. Like, very nice. Then we have Costco, 40. Cell phone, 250. Insurance, and this is 120. Google, $2. Phone insurance. Okay. Savings. I think this is where I can put my cash envelopes, my sinking funds, and my weekly challenges. So I can just estimate. So what I always do is on my challenges, I always give myself 150, or I always try to think it's going to be 150. So 150 and 150 will be 300. And then on my cash envelopes, I always estimate like 200. So that will be pay period. I'm talking about per pay period, but we're doing monthly, right? So let's say cash envelopes for these and these put together, I say 150, but I know it's 2, so it is 300. And then for my cash envelopes, I always estimate like 100 and 100, so that would be like another 200. So that would be like 500. So what I can do here is just do weekly savings, and just, I'm gonna exaggerate, and I'm just gonna be like 200. I like to exaggerate on my numbers, you guys, because like this I prepare myself, okay, and like this I know that I have to work harder, because if I put exactly what I know it's gonna be, or you know, then I don't know, it's so weird. It's like whatever you attract, that's what you get. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna save 200 and I'm gonna save 200, and sometimes I do save what I put, or sometimes it's, I don't know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I like to do that. I like to be prepared. So this is for weekly savings. And then what else could be my savings? Oh, my sinking funds. My sinking funds can be my okay, so sinking funds, and that is 80. It's almost all the time is 80, so I'm just gonna say 80. And then here I can just put variable. Oh, the ink is cash envelopes. Okay, so that one is 300. Okay, there you go. Here I will want to add one line for the extra, or I can just put both checks together. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. Okay, so here I'm just gonna put income, and it was 950 plus 900. We're gonna put 1850. And then here I'm gonna put extra, and this is where I'm gonna put the 210. There, it worked out. Okay, so let's do our numbers, and this is estimates. Okay, you guys have to play with your numbers. That's what I do. I play with my numbers. I always try to exaggerate a little bit. Like, I know Best Buy lately has been like 77, 78, 79. I still go for 80. I still budget 80. My gas lately has been very little, but I still budget as if I spend $40 a check, which I haven't done so lately because I hardly drive. I still budget 80. Where else? Food. I'm exaggerating in food. I'm just throwing extra money just in case. I like to exaggerate with my numbers just because like I said, I want to be prepared. The ones that are exact most of the time is like rent, Shop Your Way, because this is like a setup payment. Primerica is a setup payment. Google is a setup payment. So those that are like, I know for sure it's that amount, then I don't change it. But the others that constantly be changing with $2, $3 or whatever, then I try to just round it up, and I round it up to the higher number. Now let's go ahead and do our numbers. So 1850 plus 210 is the, and I'm gonna do this in red, so it is 260. Okay, and then my for my expenses it is, okay, so it is 2,160, which that means my form right here is totally wrong, because here I don't know where I messed up, but it was common sense that it was not 1,000 when over here is 900. I don't know how that didn't. Okay, so 2,160. So all of the other numbers change, but I'll take care of this one right now. Good thing I caught it. I was like, wait a minute. Anyway, so 2,160 plus 300. That will be 2,460. Okay. Now let's add this one, which is obviously 280. Okay, now let's add everything up. So plus 280, 2,740. Okay, so if I bring this down, so this is 2,000. Now remember guys, this is the first time I'm using this sheet, and I'm doing my numbers here so you guys can see and have an idea of how you guys can use it. This is for you guys. If you guys do not want to spend money, you guys can use this form. My expenses all together is 2,740. Okay, which means that minus my income. Okay, let me do it how it's here. So income is 2,060 minus 2,740. It gives me a minus 680. Okay, that means I will be short, okay, around this amount. Sinking funds and savings, I don't know what this would be, but I know that she will be watching this video and she will let me know. So as soon as I find out what is this one for exactly, I will let you guys know. But I was able to do my whole income in this sheet. Okay, let me just fix this one real quick. Okay, so based on my numbers, from my sheet, because this one we went like, oh, estimating on weekly, estimating on sinking funds. This one is more like more focused numbers. So based on this one, I'm gonna be short by $800, 802 to be exact. And it is all about playing with your numbers, guys. Here it's 680, like 120 difference, and that's because my variable cash envelopes in reality is 340. My weekly challenges, it is 132 and 150, so that is like $50 more. And then sinking funds was the same, but here I was just like briefly calculating. Here is more like actual numbers, you know. I'm going weekly, like week by week, check by check, closer to what it's more believable that I will spend. So this is why I use this one. But we wanted to bring something for you guys, and Mary wanted you guys to have this form. That's why I decided to do my income on this one as well, so you guys can have an idea. Like you guys can see, I included my variable cash envelopes, my weekly savings, my sinking funds, all my monthly expenses, my income. I made it work. And I like this because it's like you have your income, your expenses, how you're gonna be. This one, I don't know, but I know she'll let me know. Now let's go here. This is my favorite sheet. Okay, and that is because I can see that you put your month, your week. She said it was weekly, but you guys can use it paycheck per paycheck. Like this is perfect for paycheck to paycheck. Okay, I can use this form like paycheck to paycheck. I get it now. So I'm gonna do, so you guys can see how it's used. I'm gonna go based on my check and my last check. Oh, this is, and I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Okay, so we are in September. Okay, like you guys can see, this is my paycheck number 2, and I haven't filled in anything because October haven't started, even though I got paid on the 24th. I still haven't made use of the money because the paydays are not here yet. So let's use this one, okay, as you guys can use it weekly or just how I'm gonna use it now. So it is for Paycheck number 2, and it is September. Okay, so income is from my job. We estimated 1,020, and then extra, it was 0, but I actually got 100. Okay, my children sent 100, and then my paycheck, I haven't even seen how much was my check, my actual number. Anyway, my bills was, and let's see if they fit. So it is rent, cash envelope, and weekly savings. So I don't have to put my cash here anymore, because see, this is how I did it in my planner, cash envelopes and weekly. But here she's giving me the envelope, the sinking, the debt, and my savings. So this is perfect, because here I can use my snowball or my avalanche. And then here is, I don't put it, I do put it like, on wherever it is gonna go, which is here. But here is more like it has a place for everything. So see, I was gonna start going like I usually go, but no, so I'm scratching that off. And it has due dates, so it's perfect. So due date, it is October 1st, October 6th, October 7th, October 2. Phone insurance, I have to see the dates that this money come out. When I did my cheat sheet, I just went through my bank app and saw what came out the first week or 2, and that's how I estimated my expenses. So I'm not really sure which days these come out, phone insurance and Cricket. Now let's do our amounts. So it is 900, 250, 130, $2, 11, 40, 200. Then for my cash envelopes, and this is for my variable cash envelopes, that's where I will use this. Okay, so it is nails, okay, $30. Well, this is pay period, so it is $15. Laundry, and then sinking funds would be Christmas, okay, so would be Christmas, then 16. And I'm only going based on October, okay? This is just to show you guys how to use the form, or how I think you could use the form. And then debt. Debt, last month I did snowball. Okay, and my budget is, I'm not gonna put 500 because I do 500, but that's including the minimum payments, and the minimum payments are already included on my expenses, as you guys can see here. Okay, so I'm just gonna estimate 250 because that is usually what goes there, around there. 220, 230, 2 something. It's always around 2 something, so I'm gonna estimate 250. And then for savings, this could be more like my weekly, my 52 and my 26. And like I said, I budget around, the weekly is like 4 weeks, so that's gonna be like, I'm just gonna say, oh, it is 2 weeks. Okay, so let's say 100. And then this one is one paycheck, so it is 76, for example. And so let's see, what do I have? So I have my expenses, I have my sinking funds envelopes, I have my variable, I have my snowball, and I have my weekly challenges, which is pretty much everything I pay every paycheck. And here it is: rent, expenses, cash envelopes, which includes sinking funds, and then weekly challenges. So I am all set. The only thing I don't carry is the 52, because see right here, I know my 52, my snowball will not come out from this check, because that's where I have my rent and my, that. So we will cross this off and do it on paycheck number 1 for October. That's where I will put my snowball. Okay, but I only did it so you guys can see that's where it can go. Now let's see how this works. So I'm gonna leave income alone. Well, I need it, huh? So I need to know how much was my check. Okay, but we're doing pretend numbers, huh? So let's say, no, you know what, this was my actual, because my estimated was always 950. So there you go. So it is 1,120. Okay, so $900 plus 250 plus 130 plus 2 plus 11 plus 11 plus 40 plus 200 equals 1,544. Okay, I already went over budget, but I knew it. See, this is my income, this is my expenses, so I already knew I was gonna go over budget. So remaining 0. How much is my nails? My cash envelope. So it is 170. Okay, and my sinking funds is 20, 30, 40. This is 0, and then this one is 176. So let's look at my total expenses, and I will add everything. So 1,544 plus 170 plus 40 plus 176. So it is 1,930. Okay, so that means I needed a whole full-on check. Okay, but once I get my whole numbers and everything put together, I will do how much is my actual number, if there's anything remaining. Same thing here. So let's see how it goes. I will show you guys the results on this sheet and the results here. Okay, so I will show you guys. This one is pretty much this one. Okay, it's just that the numbers here are a little bit different because we're like throwing numbers there. See, my cash envelopes are 170, and this is my together with sinking funds, so it is 170 and 40, that's 210. I calculated 160. See, here is me just estimating. Here is more like actual numbers because I'm going envelope per envelope. Okay, here I didn't. Here I'm just like I don't know, maybe 150, maybe 160. Boom, 160. So this way you will be more organized. And then my weekly savings, I said here 176, and I said here 150. Here I am more week by week, or no, challenge per challenge. Here I put them all together, 150. So we'll see how it goes, guys. My purpose was just to show you guys the sheet. If you guys think you guys need it, feel free to download it. And then here's cash envelope breakdown. So you write down all of your categories, which I'm not gonna do that because I've done it so many times already. So I did it here, I did it here, and then I did it here. So I'm sure you guys don't want to see that again, but you will break down your cash envelopes, all of your categories, and then if you actually go to the bank and ask for ones, fives, tens, etc., you will break down your bills here. Notes here, I don't do this because when I go to the bank I get big bills. I only started breaking them down at the beginning of the year, but right now I have enough change in my envelope, so usually I get hundreds or 20s because I already have a lot of ones, I already have a lot of fives. So I break down my bills within the money I already have. This has been such a long video, you guys, but the whole purpose of this was to show you guys different ways you guys can do your budget. Okay, I'm so sorry if you guys are like, what the heck is she talking about? Like, her numbers don't match or whatever. That is because I was just throwing numbers out there. Okay, my sheet is this one and I'm gonna go based on this one. Okay, so I like this for the paycheck breakdown. She uses it as a weekly breakdown expenses. You can use it however you want. I love it because you can carry your remaining balance. So I hope you guys like this video. For me, as I'm finishing, I am all confused myself. I'm sorry if I confused you guys. My whole purpose was to share the sheets with you guys, and if you guys need them and you guys don't want to spend, well, here they are. So this is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye bye.